Hello and welcome to the video. As I indicated in my recent video that looked into the transition from home brewer into home distiller, Airstills are a great and easy way for those new to distilling to get into the hobby. In this video I'll be giving you a very deep preview of Keglands Airstill Pro using a pre-production unit that I received way ahead of market release for evaluation, as well as information about Airstills in general and how this new Kegland Airstill is way ahead of its competition, not just when it comes to features and how you can use it, but also its price too. So let's get into it. Here is this video's disclaimer. This video is provided for educational purposes only. All activities shown were conducted in accordance with local laws where filmed. This content is not intended to promote or instruct illegal activity. Please ensure that you research, understand and comply with the laws in your own country. The creator accepts no responsibility for any actions taken based on this content. Let's first start by looking at who an Airstill is for and how this new Polyphoenix AirStill Pro actually rewrites some of the reasons due to its extra features and the new ways that you can use it compared to traditional Airstills before it. Airstills have always been popular for some very simple reasons. Firstly, they make distillation easy and the cooling system is controlled by air rather than water, and thus there are no water hoses running across the floor, and of course no water tap is required. They are also very easy to set up, usually having a one-button startup and simply turn off when the job is done. It is fair to say that Airstills are perfect for beginners, apartment distillers, small batch hobbyists and those that spend a time away from home and are able to take an Airstill with them for distilled water and more. However, with the Polyphoenix AirStill, unlike the older Airstill designs, this actually brings modern technology into the equation and breaks many of the limitations found with Airstills before it. Let's now take a walk around the Polyphoenix AirStill Pro and get deeper with the information. You can see straight away that unlike most Airstills, this one has much more to it, including a much larger boiler, but more on this later. The container you see as indicated on screen now is intended for distilling use and separates the foreshots for you. This is something that usually the user would need to do manually, so this is a pretty handy feature. As we travel a little higher up on the unit, you can start to see some of the game-changing features, just not all of them quite yet, which in this instance is the unit has its own screen along with 4 buttons for navigation. Also baked into this section of the unit is an ethanol sensor, which is a nice safety feature that is also unique like the screen. Let's now take a closer look at the built-in screen in its menu system. With the Polyphoenix AirStill Pro you have Wi-Fi connectivity, meaning that you can use Kegland's wrapped app with the Airstill if you wish, but you can also control it directly from its menu system, which I know will please many. In true Kegland style, they are very happy to give you access to many of the parameters and settings so that you can set up this Airstill to run in the way that you want it, rather than in fixed and limited ways. This is especially useful as frankly there are many different uses for stills in general, and as you become more experienced this Airstill can evolve with you. It's also important to mention that if you are totally new to this, then the default configuration will also allow a plug-in and start approach too, which is very nice. The menu system I'm showing you now is the latest version at the time of filming, but in the time that I have had this Airstill it has seen many updates, so it could well be that by the time these are fully released across the West they have changed even further. Whilst the Kegland app is not a totally essential option when using this unit, it has to be said that using the app to set up the Airstill makes the whole process incredibly easy. It is great to be able to say that soon gone is the time when you'll be logging into a Wi-Fi device via your phone and entering primitive menus like many of the Wi-Fi devices we have seen as homebrewers over the years. It is simply awesome to have this feature now baked into Kegland's app, and I look forward to using it for easy setup of other Kegland products in the future too. Another standout feature on these units is that the column on this Airstill is also significantly larger and longer than those you're going to see with the vast majority of Airstills, and inside the column you will find a very special spiral prismatic packaging, also known as SPP. These magical little stainless steel noodles are responsible for helping this unit hit 92% ABV straight out of the box, which offers a nice enhancement over its competitors. The standard Still Spirits Airstill Pro, for example, reaches about 90%, for example, and if you know distillers, then you already know that 2% plus extra is considered pretty massive in distillation. At the time of making this video, Kegland sell 2 different versions of this packing, And it also has the benefit of enhancing the neutral flavour result of your end spirit, as well as increasing the purity. Let's now talk more about the boiler, which for this unit is actually optional extra and leads us into the next game-changing features. If big batches aren't something for you, then the boiler for this unit has you covered. The standard boiler for the Polyphoenix AirStill comes with a 6 litre capacity. That's actually 20% larger than the Still Spirits AirStill Pro, which is the nearest competitor. Which means larger runs and fewer moments staring sadly at a tiny collection jar wondering where your afternoon went. However, using this actual boiler is just one of the options, because Kegland also offered this adapter, which means you can add the AirStill head unit on top and then connect it to a much larger Polyphoenix column connected to either your Bruiser or a Digiboil, which I'm sure you'll agree is a total game changer, as this gives you access to boiler sizes from 35 to 100 litres, which when compared to a standard AirStill volume is simply crushing. On this basis, this setup can reach azeotrope levels of ABV, which is 96%, and of course releases the shackles of small batches and allows you much more choice when it comes to volume. The Still Spirits version simply can't follow you there. By simply buying this adapter, you also have access to many different options, big and small, to further benefit your results, allowing this AirStill to expand with you while still remaining to be as simple or indeed as complex as you want it to be, based on the choices you make within the Still's configuration menu, via the display and via the extra equipment that you add to it. So as such, this will suit beginners and experts alike, and due to the modular nature gives you plenty of options. Returning back to my unit now, here is a look at the fan system that handles the cooling side with air, hence the name AirStill, which you can see spinning here courtesy of the wind. Thanks to this part, no external water is needed for cooling, which not only saves you water but also makes the still easier to control compared to stills that need a water supply, which is certainly going to be helpful for beginners or those that want an easier route. To the right of the cooling fan you can see that we have a cap. If I now open this up, you can see that this contains this basket, which allows for the use of botanicals for making gin and beyond. This is certainly a very handy feature to have baked into any still and allows you to experiment with all sorts of things to add in different flavours and experiences. Another great feature is that this still is fully equipped for pot still and reflux still modes and has 3 different outlets supplied. For those that are not in use, there is a handy storage area within the outlet to keep them safe. This is just as well really, as items this small could easily get lost otherwise. So here are my final thoughts for this preview. So far I must say that I am really impressed with how solid the build quality and feature set is with this product, especially when you consider that it will come to market with a pretty hefty saving compared to its competitors' products that simply have units that are a pretty steep downgrade compared to the Polyphoenix AirStill. It is not very often that you can really say that something more economic is better, but when you think about all of the advantages on offer here, in line with what Kegland have done with the Bruiser for homebrewers, then it would be very hard to not reach the same conclusion. Do let myself in the community know what you think within the comment section of this video. I do hope that you found this video useful, informative and interesting. If so, why not consider liking and subscribing? For further support you can join the channel's Facebook group, and if you would like to support the channel then check out the channel's merchandise store, as all profits go back into the channel. Until next time, happy brewing!